Welcome back to the Force Nines YouTube channel, welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and the Maidstone United save, and in today's episode we're hoping to get our first win in a live com of this season. It's a home game against Barnsley today. We will also have a draw for you for the an upcoming EFL Cup game, which I'll show you, but today's match. It's a home game against Barnsley. We are 4th, they are 10th. Hopefully we can win, because so far we've lost all of our live coms this season. We lost to Reading and we lost to Burnley, so 2 for 2 in losing them. Hopefully today will be different. If you're enjoying the series, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they're up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live, and don't forget to follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. So yeah, last episode we lost 3-1 to Reading, back-to-back 3-1 defeats in live comms. We lost 3-1 to Burnley as well. Lookman, Tovan and Kirk got their goals. Johnson did get a goal back for us, but ultimately again we just didn't defend very well. The off-screen games haven't been too bad. It started off with a 7-goal thriller at Fratton Park, really exciting match. It was a 4-3 win over Portsmouth, promoted from League One, and had a fairly solid start to their new life in the Championship. Poppy took the lead in this game, Ryan Hedges getting the goal after just 9 minutes, so a good start for the Blues. We did equalise on 37 minutes though, Callum Guy giving us a goal, and then taking the lead just a minute later through the loanee Josh Phillips. Portsmouth did pull it back to 2-2 at half-time, Hedges getting his second goal of the game in first half injury time. And then Portsmouth led again through Gareth Keane, the substitute, making way for Ogbodo, who didn't have a good game. They took a lead again, 3-2. Marja scored on 83 minutes to equalise again for us, 3-3. And then a minute later, we snatched a winner, Josh Phillips, with his second of the match, 84th minute, giving us a 4-3 win over Portsmouth. The continuing trend last season of us scoring loads of goals yet conceding a lot as well. We're not as bad as we were last year. We have scored the most in the league so far, but in terms of conceded, we're about middle of the ground, middle of the road. But conceding 3 against Portsmouth, yeah, not ideal, but at least we came away with 3 points. The wait to defeat Wolverhampton Wanderers continues, though it wasn't a loss this time. It was a 1-1 draw at home. Wolves have been a real thorn in our side in this series. Last season, of course, ended with us losing in the playoff semi-final to them, so I want to beat them before the end of the series. Well, so far, we haven't done it, and it was a draw here at home against the playoff finalists. They took a lead through Ian Hughes after just 16 minutes. Man of the match he was. He made some key passes and had a good game. But we did equalise in the first half. Jaden Antwi scoring after 40 minutes. In a game where, apart from that, weren't a great deal of chances for us. Wolves just did have some chances to win the game. It was actually quite a strong defensive performance by us for a change. So, yeah, we managed to get a point, which I guess I'm happy with. Wolves are one of the favourites for the division. So, to get a point from them isn't actually that bad. We also drew at home to Millwall. Bit more disappointing this one. I feel like we could have got 3 points from this, but we've had to settle for just the 1. We took a lead through Broadhead after 22 minutes. Millwall equalised through Fitzpatrick on 42 minutes. Danny Rowe gave us a lead once again in the second half, 77th minute, but Millwall managed to snatch a point late on in the game. 93rd minute, Mark Russell scored to make it 2-2, and I think it's more 2 points dropped than a point gained in this case. It was an absolute thumping of a promoted Crewe Alexandra. 5-0 win at the Alexandra Stadium. Absolutely dominant performance. We started off with a goal from Callum Guy on 13 minutes. These ball winning midfielders are popping up with goals here and there, and it's nice to see. New signee Souza then scored on 21 minutes. I think it's his first league goal, because I think the other one was in the cup. So he did make it 2-0. Josh Phillips made it 3-0 on 28 minutes. And then on 32 minutes, it was 4-0. Souza with his second of the game. 4-0 after just over half an hour. And the second half, I think our best goal was actually scored by Tristan Jones, which is not our player. It's a Crewe centre-back. One of the funniest own goals I've seen this year. And then the second half was kind of marred by a clash of heads between Fletcher and Guy, both receiving concussions. Callum Guy out for 2 to 3 weeks and not quite available at the moment, so it's a shame to be missing out on Guy. It was an unfortunate injury. There's been a lot of concussions, but I think that's partly because I've got Get Stuck In and Close Down more, and I think we're getting a lot more injuries because of it. And the final match we played off screen was the EFL Cup third round tie at home against Sunderland, who are in the Premier League. And we managed to take them to penalties, and we beat them 1-1 in one of the most up and down penalty shootouts. In fact, the whole game was completely back and forth. Even the shootout was, at one point it favoured us, then it went to them, then we managed to snatch it at the end. Just a bit of background on Sunderland. They've been back in the Premier League for a couple of years. They sit 18th at the moment. Oizonoidis is their manager. They've got Milivojevic. They've got captain Ben Osborne. They've got a good team. They've got some players that they still have today as well. They've got Wabi Kazri. They've got Didier Ndong. They've got some good players and some that have sort of been around for a while, and they've managed to get themselves back into the Premier League, and they've had a pretty decent showing in there as well. So in it, as far as the game goes, it was Josh Phillips giving us our goal on 39 minutes. And once again, it was a late goal that cost us a win in the end. Wabi Kazri in the 90th minute, scoring for Sunderland to take it to extra time where there weren't a lot of developments. And then the shootout was very interesting. The first 3 penalties all were either missed or saved. I think they were all saved. And we failed to convert for us. And then for Sunderland, Wabi Kazri and then Ruiz also missing. We did finally get the ball in the net through Phillips. And then Alex Winter converted his. And then it was Unuachu scoring. And Dong then didn't score. And then we, with a chance to win it, what does Keith Johnson do? He absolutely skies it. But thankfully after that, Patrick O'Connor, our right back, managed to get the winning penalty and score it. So it was a 3-1 penalty shootout. Like I said, very back and forth, but we have made it into round 4. I'll show you the draw for that very shortly because we are on the day of the match and the draw is about to take place. So I will show you that live. So the results, we've been unbeaten. We've dropped some points against Wolves and Millwall, but overall not too bad. We just need to make sure that we get these results in these live comms because so far it's 2 defeats, which doesn't look good on me. So I want to try and win this one. Or at least draw. It's home against Barnsley. Hopefully we can win it. Okay, so the Carabao Cup 4th round draw. Now, who do we have here? We've got Burnley and Chelsea, Palace, Hull, Leeds, Lincoln, Maidstone, Man City, Man United, Middlesbrough, Portsmouth, Queen's Park Rangers, Southampton, Tottenham, West Brom and West Ham. So Lincoln, I think, are League 1 now. Yeah, they're League 1. They just got promoted from League 2. Got some championship sides in there and some Premier League sides. So hopefully we can avoid the big teams. Let's avoid the Manchester clubs. Let's try and avoid Spurs and Chelsea as well. Let's see who comes out. We're in the first tie. We've got Queen's Park Rangers. That's good. We've avoided the Premier League sides. That's a good tie. It's an away game, but at least we've avoided the Premier League teams. QPR 11th in the Championship. We've got quite a good record against them, so hopefully we can make something happen there and make it into the last 8. There's some big ties in there. The team I don't think will be much different because they've been playing very well, so don't feel like I should change too much. The conditioning's still pretty good. I've got O'Connor at right back, at least for last game. He did decently, so I'm going to keep him in. I'll put Claxton on the bench. Just, our captain needs to be involved somehow. But Finney will be captain for this match. But that's the team we're going to go with today. We're on standard and flexible. These are the instructions we have set for the start of the game, but they may well change as we get into it. So Barnsley are the opponents. The team, they've got a few new gens in there. They've got Neeson's Cabano is their star player. Bradshaw, Palmer, Mallon. I don't recognise a lot of the other players here. I'm going to tell the guys that we've been on a good run, so let's just see if we can continue it. And, let's try and not lose another live com. Come on, the cameras are on. Don't be shy, guys. Let's see a good performance. Well, Barnsley have possession here in the first highlight. We are 12 minutes in, and Bradshaw has been tripped by Harvey, and they've won a penalty after 12 minutes. Not the start we wanted. Bradshaw's going to take this. Now, come on, we saved a couple of penalties in that shootout against Sunderland. Can we do it here? Yes, we can. It's a great save by Balcom, and it stays 0-0 after a save penalty. That's better, but we shouldn't have conceded it in the first place. Broadhead here. Can we score from the penalty maybe? Is this going to be a Troy Deeney for Watford moment? Who knows? Danny Rose got it, and there is still a chance of it maybe happening, and it's headed away. Sousa didn't quite get to it, and now Bradshaw running down the right flank and finds Roberts here. And that's the end of the highlight. That was interesting. Right, get creative, guys. We've had 3 shots. Not got a lot of possession at the moment. We'll try and retain it, but maybe going direct should be what we're doing. That's worked a lot, but we've just had our first shot on target. As I was about to say, we haven't had a shot on target. We have one. And we've got a corner here, 33 minutes played. Row with it. And Broadhead's got the ball. And it's only cleared as far as Johnson. Lee Metcalf now has it. Back to Keith Johnson. And he goes backwards to Harvey. Danny Rowe now with it. Can he put in a better cross this time? Sousa to Broadhead. And I thought that was going in then, but just wide. Few minutes left of the half. despite conceding a penalty, we seem to have been the better team. We've had more shots. They do have a bit more of the ball. Apart from that, not been a very good half, actually. I'm going to say we've been the better team. Let's try and clear the ball to the flanks. Let's make a few changes. We're going to go for more direct. I'm not really too worried about retaining possession because it's not working. High tempo, close down a bit more. Second half, let's go out there and win. So far, it's goalless. Hopefully, we will come out of it with 3 points. I just don't want to lose another live com. Phillips on a 6.3, and it's a corner for Barnsley here, just 3 minutes into the half, and we haven't dealt with the set piece, and Ben Roberts puts it in. He is onside. I wasn't sure if it was going to disallow it, but we're 1-0 down again. So from the set piece then, we'll see what happens here. It was a header down by Clara, and then Roberts at the near post, pretty much unmarked. It's not good enough. It just isn't. Right, we're going attacking now because I'm not happy about this. I'm really not happy. 57 minutes. Barnsley with possession again here. Mallon to Hazel and Finney with a clearance. Now, can we do something with this, please? Come on, I don't want to lose another of these live comms. Just stop it, please. Cabano. Bradshaw. Oh, my God. Someone pick him up. Didn't go in. Right, we've got just over half an hour to try and get something from this match. It's not gone well today. Palmer's now to Cabano. Roberts, and we've won the ball back. Finney to Harvey to Winter. No use passing it round the back. That's no good. Sosa. That's a great ball for Phillips. Now, right, he's coming off. He's had a horrible display. That sums it up. It's a 6.1 now for Phillips. He's coming off. Let's bring on Antwi. Finney's on a 6.2. O'Connor's not doing it. Both of the right backs, again, just not doing well. I'll just make the one change for now. We've still got plenty of time. We've had more shots. Only 2 shots on target out of 12, though. That's not good enough. And we're running out of time here. This isn't good enough. I'm going overload now. I've got 15 minutes left. I'm on overload. That's no good. Last 10 minutes. Right. Going to make another change. Neil's coming on. I mean, Metcalf's on DLP defend. That's not right. We're making him advanced playmaker. I mean, we're seeing very few highlights in the second half. And now we're going to get a red card as well. Johnson is off. This is going from bad to worse. I'm not taking anyone off. I'm still going for this. I mean, like, this is suicide what I'm doing right now. But I just want a point, please. 4-0-5 is what we're playing. Marja. Didn't quite get there. There's 30 seconds left of the game. And Barnsley are in possession. So it's going to be another defeat. And they've made our way through the defence. And here's Frost. And it's going to be 2-0. It's bloody 2-0. And it's 3 defeats from 3 live comms. And we're unbeaten otherwise. That's stupid. I don't know what to say. The guys are camera shy. I mean, I went overload. I put pretty much 5 attacking players on. But we're 1-0 down. You got to. They're going to score a third here. No, they're not. Once again, it's not good enough. And it's at home to fucking Barnsley. They did have more of the ball. We did have a couple more shots than them, but 2 shots on target out of 13 is just not good enough. 1 clear-cut chance, 2 half chances. Pass completion, not terrible. Tackles 1 was decent. Headers 1 was okay. But a red card, bad finishing. It's not going right for us in front of camera. I'm really annoyed. So we have now dropped to 7th place. I don't think I showed you where. I think we were 4th. So we've dropped 3 places from just that 1 defeat. I mean, I feel like the Cleveland Browns, just like losing all the time. And then, you know, if we could just draw 1 match to stop losing these, then I'll be happy. Up next, we're going to host Ipswich. They're bottom. That's the way we're going to win a live com. I've got to face the club that's bottom of the table. So off screen, we'll have Newcastle and Blackburn and Leeds, Bristol City, Norwich, and we'll have Queen's Park Rangers in that EFL Cup 4th round tie. We're facing bottom club Ipswich next time. If we don't get at least a point in that match, then I might just drop this now and just try and prepare for FM 19 because I'm fed up of losing these live comms. I really am. But that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live, and follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. It's going to be at Ipswich next time. They haven't won all season. In 10 games, they've got just 3 points, so if we don't beat them, then there is something seriously wrong with this team. So next time, we're facing the Tractor Boys and we're going to win. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Goodbye.